The concept that actually happened. That's right. This was a concept we talked about a little while ago, and not many people thought it was going to happen, including myself. Usually these concepts are fun to look at, fun to talk about, but they're not usually stuff that comes out. Well, the Honor V purse is a thing now, and this is as you guessed it, a foldable purse phone that was released in China. And there's a lot of love for it. There is a lot of love for it, a lot of, positive reviews and positive feedback, and let's just talk about it. Because this is a interesting concept. So as you can see, when it is fully open, and, obviously in its foldable phone tablet mode, it looks very similar to a lot of other foldable phones you're probably used to. Pixel Fold, Z Fold series, OnePlus series, whatever series you like, this is very close and similar to the normal, what you expect. But then when it's closed, it actually folds back, and the hinge becomes part of the foldable display. And this is why a lot of these phones that, come out and they have this type of design have failed in the past. Because how do you protect the foldable display when this right here is all part of the foldable display? This right here, the hinge, and then the other side. That's the biggest problem with foldable displays. While I love them, and I think a lot of people do, the biggest problem comes down to the fact of how do you protect it. Well, a lot of people just don't use it as much because they don't want to risk breaking it. And other people, again, have it on the outside, and when you have it as on the outside, well, there's a problem. Now, my guess is, and my assumption is, the reason why you, quote-unquote, wouldn't really have to worry about this is because you wouldn't be using this in your pocket, right? You wouldn't walk around and put this in your pocket because it's a purse. It's supposed to be an external type device. So that's kind of how the whole idea works. So, for example, again, you wouldn't have to worry about this inside display breaking because it would be outside your pocket and not inside your pocket. So once it opens up, you can see there is a little bit of a hinge, and there is a hinge right here as well that pushes the display together. And actually, I want to correct myself here because it looks like, I can't tell 100%, and I wish I had one in person right now, because the bezels, when it's closed, is on this edge, right? And I'm not sure if this is foldable display then. It looks like it is, and when it's open fully, you can see it looks like it's a full foldable display. But I can't tell. I'm going to guess this is part of the foldable display. I'm guessing there is a hinge, though, that kind of makes it go into place. And again, when it's closed, they have bezels that pop up, which is actually really freaking dope. And then it shows right here more images of it as it's connecting, or the connection between the foldable phone and the cameras. And that's another really weird thing, is this right here. Is, of course, this triple camera setup in the front. But the point is, you're supposed to hold it like a purse in your hand and then take a picture. So, it's a fashion statement, right? And that's really what this comes down to. It's a fashion statement to see what people, would think or want, and it is what it is, right? It's the same concept of the flippable phone that goes around your wrist. That could potentially also come out sometime. But, of course, this is running Android 13, or is running Magic OS 7.2, which is based on Android 13. Again, this is only released in China. There's a lot of pictures of celebrities or models wearing them, using this phone. And I'll be honest with you, you can change the screen to anything you want. So it is kind of a good fashion statement, I feel like. Especially if you just have the money to throw around and, do whatever with. I could see why there would be a market for this phone. The home screen setting menu. Yeah, okay, so this is obviously the picture from the actual home screen. And again, like I said, it doesn't look like a bad software experience on this phone in any way possible. It looks like it could be a really cool software experience. It's just I think, practicability of it actually not breaking. But if you're not trying to sell this to a mass market, and you're trying to sell it to a very strict niche market that is more into a fashion statement, I don't think this would be a bad idea. And I know they did it, but I'm saying this, I don't think it's going to be a bad idea for that said reason. It does have some pretty damn good cameras on it. I mean, all these photos, for the most part, looking, okay. Nothing crazy bad. Again, like I said, it's an interesting phone. So it does have 4,800 milliamp battery. And they actually have a really cool thing right here that compares it. 4,500 milliamp battery. And it actually compares it to the other phones. And you can even change and add, like, for example, a 15 Pro Max. And you can change it depending on how you want to see exactly how long the battery will last. And then, of course, right here has the 4,500 milliamp, which is right here. In 30 minutes charging speed, it gets to 60%. In 15 minutes at 32%. And then time to fully charge from 0 to 100, it's actually the second worst behind the Z Fold 5. So, and again, like I said, in conclusion, is it a cool design? Yes. Is it a cool concept? Absolutely. Would I personally pick this phone up myself? No. But I'm not the demographic / market this phone is meant for. So for the demographics / market this phone is meant for, I think it can be very successful, and I think it will be very successful. It just comes down to, them obviously getting the correct demographic and market, and it looks like they have. It looks like they have gotten the correct demographic and market because they brought it to light. So tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. See you guys next one. Peace out.